Cheltenham Festival 2025, day 3 tips. So on the Thursday, Joe,
Yeah.
who's your fancy in the first race?
Yeah, so first race is the Mayor's Novices Hurdle. I mean, something's telling me to try and take on the front of the market here. Um, 6.5 was impressive last time, but I'm not too sure about the strength of that form. I don't think it. She should be 11-4 off the back of that. So I think that's too short. Obviously, Maureen, was initially probably over bet because she won well last time, but obviously because she's related to Fourteen, is it, or Out of
Yeah.
Walk in the Park? So I think there. I just think reputation she's priced up on, so I think she's a bit too short. So I was sort of looking at Carolyn Bamboo, Jubilee Alpha, and Galileo Dame. I thought those are any of them three at an each way price. The one I've come down on is the Nichols horse. Now, Nichols hasn't got like a strong team going there by any means, but he has come out and said this is probably his best chance of a winner, and I would tend to agree. I rate that Holly Grove Char Char for Jamie Snowden because that's come out and won a good race at I think it was at Sandown. She absolutely thrashed her at Taunton. And to be fair, that looked race on the whole race. And I think away from the last, she really picked up. And then she backed that up and won at Windsor, beating Bluey, which is pretty decent form as well. Obviously, if there's something special from the Irish side, she'll probably get beat. But she's around 8-1, and I think I'm quite happy to have a go on her at that price.
Yeah, I'm in the camp of George O'Brien with Galileo Dame. I think 6.5 would have to give it would have to get a stone off Galileo Dame on the flat. If they was running on the flat together, I think he's got much more speed. 2 seconds over the jumps. I think he'll improve quite a lot for it. I just think he's a good price. I think he's about see the rate now. He's 8-1. So
Yeah,
I'm
to be fair, she chased home Hello Neighbour, didn't she, in the
yeah,
at the Dublin Racing Festival? Like that was an eye catching run.
yeah.
And also her form that came second to Wenrock as well at the race before, just after Christmas. I know that horse disappointed in the same race last time, but that Wenrock looked quite promising.
Yeah.
So yeah, the form does look there.
So yeah, I mean, I'm same as you, taking on the head of the mark. I think they're both too short, so I'm
Yeah,
I'm kind of looking for one
yeah,
each way. What about the second race then? Are you in the camp of Jaguar or like what's your thoughts?
yeah. I really like Jaguar. I backed him on trials day at Cheltenham, and I couldn't believe the price he drifted out to. Every time I went back to check the market, he drifted another point. I just thought like I've done my money here. Like what's going on? And then on that day, his stablemate Billy the Real Big Red was absolutely smashed. So it was really weird the market before the race. But yeah, Jaguar, he absolutely cruised through that race. Travelled like everywhere he went. He travelled as the winner and then he just stayed on strongly and beat him. I mean, I thought he only won by 2.5 lengths, but I thought he was value for like 5-6 lengths. He
Yeah,
absolutely thrashed them. So
I,
this, he's won three from four since going over fences. He looks really progressive, and I feel like of the whole week. I think he's one of the most deserved favourites of the handicaps.
yeah. I mean, the way he cruised through that race, he looks brilliant. I'm just gonna kind of side with, and again, I'm just going in the Gordon Elliott camp. Firefox.
Yeah,
Um, I just think he was beaten last time. I think he's been running in much better class races. He's coming back down into handicap company. I
yeah,
think he might be able to outclass him, but we'll see. It's a very open race. But I'm in the camp of five. He's got beat by Margeborough last time out. I think Margeborough wins on Tuesday on the first day.
yeah.
So I think that he could be a cut above with regards
Isn't
to
isn't
class.
Firefox the one that finished? I think he finished third in the Supreme, didn't he? Last year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. He's gone under the radar a bit for this, hasn't he? Like,
Big time, yeah. And
In one of these grading company.
he's running some great races. He's just been beat by decent horses. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I feel like he's dropping in class into a
yeah,
handicap, and I think he just might be a cut above. But it's a very open race. It's one of them where you could be backing a few in the race.
yeah,
But I've no strong opinion of it. I've got a
yeah,
strong opinion of a couple later on in the day. But yeah, in that race, I'm just going to be backing Firefox each way.
yeah. Nice.
So what about the next one then? Again, another hugely open race, probably another one for each way backers again.
Yeah,
Have you anything standing out in that race?
yeah. So I haven't gone through this race. I'll be honest. I definitely will need more time to go through this. One thing I would say is obviously the Wall Park is 5-1 favourite. Now I have backed this horse, but for the stayers, backed it at 16-1 for the stayers.
Yeah,
So I'll be gutted if they decide to come for this handicap instead.
yeah,
I think he would have a good chance of like picking up the pieces behind T Hooper in the stayers, but if they come here, it's probably a tip in itself. They think he's well handicapped. So yeah, have you got an opinion on it?
I think he's quite high in the weight wall part. Like I sometimes hate it where they've gone up 20 odd pound for. Obviously, he's had a run of wins, so he deserves to go up in the weights and stuff like that. But like, I do think he's quite high. I think it's one of them on the day. I'd
He'd
need
be
to,
top weight, wouldn't he? I think.
yeah, I just need to see
Yeah,
one or two others to see who pulls out, who goes for the other races.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then from there, then I can see he is a class act, the Wall Park.
yeah, yeah.
But and he might be one of them that I do each way on the day. But I'd like to see what races some of them are going for. 'Cause some of them have double entered or even triple entered for the week.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just difficult. But all right, the next one obviously should be pretty plain sailing. I'm hoping the Ryanair Chase.
I'm all over fact to file for this. You
Yeah,
know that. You know I still love this horse.
yeah,
He's done absolutely nothing wrong, really, in my eyes.
yeah,
Obviously, won the John Durkin and then been beat twice by Galloping the Champs.
yeah,
So you can't knock him. I think coming back to 2.5 miles will suit him. The ground should be fine. I just don't see any weaknesses in him, really.
yeah,
That last run, I know Grange Clare West came past him late on, but he was the only horse that actually tried to beat Galloping the Champs, I thought.
yeah,
So I think that's a really solid run. And yeah, I just obviously they could have gone for the Gold Cup, but I think they just thought they've got time on their side with him. He's still just an 8-year-old, isn't he? So they could come, try and win this race this year, and then maybe go for the Gold Cup next year.
yeah.
But yeah, I think he's one of the bets of the week. Now we know he's definitely in this race. I think he's one of the bets of the week.
Yeah, for sure. I can't believe he's still 15-8. I think he should be odds on. I think he's
Yeah,
absolutely cuttable.
he's actually 11-8 though in some places.
Yeah, he's 15-8 though in some. Like
Yeah, yes, that shows you like the difference in opinion, I suppose, on the race maybe.
he should be odds on, mate. It's as simple as that. He should be odds on. I think he wins it. I think he's one of my best bets of the week.
Yeah,
And yeah, I think there's no
I mean
question.
the French horse, if that goes for the champion Chase,
Yeah,
then you've got Protector out as second favourite.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're right. Why is he still 15-8?
Even if the French horse goes for this race, he's not as good. He's not as good as Fatafal.
No,
So
I think his price could really collapse here.
yeah, I think he'll go odds on. I think
Yeah,
he's absolutely a great bet. And I've had a good bet on him, and I can't believe that on the Thursday's racing I can get Faxafal and Tiupu on a 6-1 double. I just think it's an
that
outrage.
is madness, isn't it?
It's buying money. It's easy money.
Yeah,
So anyway, the next race, staying hurdle. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm in Tiupu's camp. 6-1
Yeah.
double. Tiupu, Faxafile. It's like shelling peas. It's easy money. Are you doing one each way?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I've backed the Wall Park already each
Yeah.
way in the hope that he comes here. if he doesn't come here, I have to reassess what I'm doing because I'll be gutted, to be honest, if he doesn't come here.
Yeah.
I've actually seen he's into 10-1 with Sky Bet, so maybe that is a little sign they are thinking about taking their chance.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm with
know
you.
that Joseph O'Brien's very bullish on home by the league. He
I
thinks
can't have that. I can't have that.
I
at all.
can't. Our David absolutely loves it.
Really.
He thinks it's guaranteed a place. He says it's a free bet. He says
He's a good judge, to be fair. So I respect that opinion. That's made me think twice. But I can't have it. Like it's beat Bob Ollinger the last twice.
Yeah.
It's a 10-year-old. I mean, he got beat 6 lengths by Tiupu last year. Why is he going to reverse that?
Joseph
form?
O'Brien says he's got him in the form of his life.
But he didn't just get beat at Cheltenham. He then got beat at Punchestown by the same amount of length.
Yeah, I think Tiupu's different class.
Yeah.
But you've got to remember what he said. He says he feels he's guaranteed a place, so it's just a free bet. So if something goes wrong with Tiupu, then he wins the race, is what he said. He thinks he's guaranteed to come second. If Tiupu's absolutely runs his best race, he thinks he comes second.
But you've got to believe you can win. I think when I do that sort of bet, I've still got to believe I can win the race.
Yeah.
So like Marine National in the Champion Chase.
Yeah.
I still believe he could beat John Bon. I don't just think it's a good each way price. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you genuinely think it's absolutely nailed on getting a place, and you're 7-1 second favourite, the way he's looking at it is just a free bet. If then something happens to the favourite, then. But I can't see past Tiupu. I think Tiupu wins it again. He was man up in the meeting last year. He's one of man up in the meetings this year.
So you're not worried at all. You're not worried. So let me try and throw some daggers at you for it, right?
Bear in mind, you want at me. Hit me.
Bear in mind, bear in mind, I fancy it as well. So,
yeah.
But last year, it obviously won that race. It won the Hatton's Grace at Fairyhouse. It beat Imperial Pass, right?
Yeah.
But this year it got beat by Lossiemouth.
Yeah.
Right? Does that not worry you at all?
No, because I think Lossiemouth's an absolute class act. I think he's unbelievable. I think
so you could actually argue he's regressed slightly because he's got beat in that race.
No, not at all. This has been his target all year. God knows, said this has been his target all year. He's primed. He's fit for this race.
And you're not worried about the layoff at all?
I'm not worried. No, he runs well fresh. God knows, he said he's in the form of his life.
Elliot always said he wanted him. He's better when he's completely fresh.
He wants him fresh. That's exactly what he wanted.
And now the final one is the ground.
I think he wins on the ground. I'm absolutely fine with it. I think he wins on any
ground. You actually look back though, right? I don't think he's ever won. I might be wrong here. I don't think he's ever won with good in the description.
I think he has.
Has he?
Yeah.
Where?
I need to get it up. I'm pretty certain he's versatile on ground. He could run on concrete and he'd win.
Well, when he won at Punchestown, it wasn't terrible ground.
Good to yield then, I think it was.
I think it was yielding, but yielding's genuine soft ground, isn't it? Or not?
No, it's good. It's like good to soft over here.
I thought that was soft ground yielding.
But yeah, I'm in the Tiupu camp. Like you can't put me off him.
See, good to yielding. He got beat by a Classical Dream.
Yeah, you're going back a long time here.
That was a Mickey Mouse race, anyway. I think he got a head start in that race.
Yeah,
memory.
you.
But he's better in. He is better in soft ground.
He's best racer on soft ground, but he'll go on
good to soft in the champion hurdle. He finished second last behind.
Bear in mind, they're not going to make it that it's good to firm. Like they have too many pulling out. They'll water the ground. Do you know what I mean?
He won at Nace. Good to yielding.
He'll have yielding in the ground. He'll have like some sort of soft ground at Cheltenham. Otherwise, too many horses will pull out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, but I think it's dried a lot more rapid.
Oh, big time, yeah. And they're going to have to walk.
He's actually a bit worried, I think, now, that if he can get enough water on.
Yeah.
Because you can't just chuck. You can only put so much water on, I think. You can only really maintain like what it is, so. It is a bit of a worry, but it's a worry for quite a few of them, isn't it? So
Majority of national horses want soft ground.
yeah, yeah,
It doesn't. It's not one that puts me off for TUP. For others, it might do, but
yeah. All right.
I
Is there a who do you see as the danger then? If you don't like Home by the Lee?
no Home by Lee. I think comes second.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think TUP wins it by a long way.
What, more than last year?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So he won by, I think it was 6 or something.
I reckon he'll win 10 plus lengths.
Oh no, sorry. No.
In fact, I've actually backed him.
Sorry, it was 3. It was nearly 4 lengths last
I've
year.
actually backed him to be the most impressive winner at Cheltenham.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like furthest distance.
Furthest distance winner. So bear in mind, there's only 28 races, and,
Yeah.
and half of them are handicaps, which normally will be under 4 lengths, kind of a winner.
Yeah.
Then he's 25 to 1. Well, not him. Anyone who wins the race in the Stayers Hurdle is 25 to 1.
Oh, right, yeah, I got you.
And I just feel like that's not right. It's overpriced. So
Yeah.
I believe TUP will win convincingly.
You are biased though, because you absolutely love this horse.
I absolutely love the horse. He's won me a lot of money over the years,
Yeah.
and all last year, all the videos, he was in every double and treble, and we won a lot of money last year at Cheltenham, and he was in all them bets.
For me, he's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Because I was telling everyone and anyone that would listen that he was my nap at a festival 2 years ago, and what happened?
Yeah.
He got beaten nose by his stablemate, Sire de Burle.
Yeah.
Right, absolute sickener. Then I'm completely against him, and then you're all over him, and he wins by 4 lengths. 4 lengths going away.
And this
and
year,
now he's back to even money, odds on.
Yeah.
And I can't oppose him, can I? So you know what's going to happen.
He'll win. He'll win.
No, he will win. I think
he'll be the easiest winner of the festival.
Yeah.
And I'll be gladly taking my 25 to 1 for that bit as well. Anyway, in the next race, it's another big one for each way bets. There's quite a few in here. It's got quite a lot of the same horses.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, like you said, you got the multiple entries. This Springwell Bay, I'm really interested to see where they go with him.
Yeah,
because he was also entered in the Jaguar race that we was talking about.
Well, Jaguar's in this race, and Firefox is in this race, and stuff like that. So
yeah, I don't think Jaguar's coming here though. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think he's going for the other one.
Yeah.
And Springwell Bay could go for the Arkle, couldn't he?
Yeah.
So
it's one of them. It's so difficult to try and choose them now, where you just in these big handicaps where the triple entry, you don't know who's going to be running in it.
No.
I am interested to see where Springwell Bay runs. But yeah, it's one of them I'd need to kind of pass upon that race. But what about the last race then, the Kimmer Challenge Cup?
Yeah, the Kimmer. So this Johnny who, I think people have got a bit carried away with him, to be honest. I think they think it's some massive plot job, and I'm struggling to see it. To be honest, I don't fully trust him, off the bridle, and I feel he's going to have to obviously battle to win this. And I don't know what your view is. I just think 4-1 seems crazy short.
I think everyone has jumped on the bandwagon of thinking it's a plot. Do you know what I mean?
Especially in them silks, obviously. You think
yeah,
has it been lined up for this?
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a few in here that you could take it on with, but again, I want to wait till I see the final field and I know how many places I'm going to get. You've got a lot of horses in here that are entered in other races. Obviously, Transmission would be really interested in this, but then I think he's going to go for the. He's entered in something else as well, isn't he?
Transmission, yeah, he's got a few entries, yeah.
Yeah. So it's hard for us to give a strong opinion, still like a week out, aren't we? So
I think for me, I think the one that will run in this race is Midnight Owl Fred.
yeah,
So I'd be putting that one up as an each way shout in this race. Now is the hour. I don't think we'll run in this race. Johnny, you I think will. He'll have a good chance, but I think he'll be too short because everyone thinks it's a plot job. The only other one I'd say Walking on Air, but he fell last time out. So in my opinion, I'd probably be doing Midnight Hour Fred. But on the Thursday, day 3 of racing, I'm all over the 6-1 double. TU and Faxafile. I think that's the big bet for me.
what I can't get out of my head is Ballyburn on the Wednesday and Fat to File on the Thursday, doubling them two up. I think that's an amazing.
Well, mate, if TU comes and wins, he's the last one in our 66-1 accumulator. If anyone's
no, we got Galloping the Shonts, and we.
I think we have. Yeah.
But he will be. We'll be pretty much celebrating if he goes in, though, won't we?
Yeah, for sure. If anyone's not seen that video, make sure you check out our other video. We've put an ACCA bet up, a 66-1 ACCA bet. I can't.
No, 66-1 banker.
Yeah, 66-1 certainty. So make sure you check that video out. If anyone's got any tips for the Thursday racing, day 3, let us know your tips in the comment section. We hope you liked our summary of all the different races. Hope you get on the 6-1 double on day 3 of Cheltenham Festival at 2025.